No Guts, No Glory, and
Mr. That Is.
welcome back to our channel. We're glad to have you here with us. This is just going to be a little chit-chat video, just to talk and shoot the shide.
Something like that.
And
Hopefully somebody will get something out of this.
but we hope everyone is doing well from what's going on in the world right now. It seems really bad. It is bad. Okay, I'm not trying to minimize it by any means, but there's a lot of craziness going on in the world right now too, with a lot of people who are panicking. And in our opinion, now this is just solely our opinion, and everyone is entitled to their opinion, of course, and we can agree to disagree. And so if you disagree with us, you can comment down below, but be respectful, just like we are being respectful to everyone else as well.
We all have an opinion, but we're going to air ours. So
And we just feel that everyone is just overreacting right now as far as hoarding. I mean, running out and hoarding in big quantities all at one time. Now,
who needs that much toilet paper?
I know. Now, with that said, though, we are preppers. Now, we're not preppers in the sense that, I don't know, it's almost like preppers got a bad name. They got a bad rap. I think it was from the show Preppers, you know? And so, if you remember that show, and it was ridiculous. And it was also extreme couponing. That was ridiculous. Oh my gosh. That show
wiping out shelves. One person, using 100 coupons for,
just trying to get their $1,000 grocery bill down to near nothing, just because they can. We are preppers, but we're not like that, okay? We are preppers in the sense that we like to prepare for
national disasters, as in it could be weather, it could be earthquake, it could be hurricane, it could be,
financial things.
You could lose your job. It's
Now, neither one of us work. That's true. We are retired, but we also prep and prepare and stockpile for our family as well. So if my daughter, who's currently working, all of a sudden now, especially with what's going on, cannot work anymore.
Perfect example.
We can supply for her. We can provide for her and our grandkids and our other daughter and grandkids as well. My mother.
And we do.
And we do. A lot of you who have been with us for a very long time know we have taken her to the commissary and got her a lot of food. We help where we can. And we also have a friend right now. I told you in another previous video, she came over. She was the one who was looking at that clock on the wall that wasn't there, but is there now. She and her husband are going through a tough time. He had cancer, I should say. Or he still has it?
Yeah.
Okay, but he was a stage 4, wasn't he? And they didn't think he was going to make it at all. I mean, he had it everywhere. And they did extreme radiation and chemotherapy and just, bombarded him with so much that it has all shrunk. So he still has it, but he's not at stage 4 anymore. But they have fallen on some hard times. So we are going to start helping her and her husband and her family out as well. So, see, we help where we can.
Yeah, the whole point here was a lot of people live for today and not tomorrow. And us being a little older, we live for today and tomorrow. We worry that something very well could happen. Look how fast this came on. And believe me, this is just the beginning. We're in the beginning stages of it where, I mean, it's like a curve, and we're down here starting to climb that hill. And China's coming on the back side of it now. Their cases are decreasing finally, but we've got a peak yet, and we're about 3 months behind them. So I'm not psychic or anything, but I can kind of see the writing on the wall. It's going to get even worse. So you need to prepare as much as you can. Now, like she said, we've been preppers for years. And
So our stockpile, like a lot of you have seen, if you go back, I have a playlist that's titled Preppers, and you'll see our stockpile of stuff we have, and you're going to look at it and go, oh my God, but we didn't go out and buy that. That's over years of doing it.
yeah, when we go out
coupon,
shopping, if we got some extra coupons, whatever, or if we want to buy 2 cans of beans or something, we'll buy 4 cans, put 2 aside and utilize, and then we rotate. And what does it hurt? You know, especially canned goods, they last for years and way past their expirations.
So, and like for instance, the toilet paper. When you see it in the video, yeah, you're going to go, oh my gosh, we didn't go out and buy that all at one time like a lot of these people who are doing right now. We bought all of that over a long period of time doing couponing. So of course it has accumulated. That's how we got it. Slowly, little bit at a time. That's what we did. That's what we do. We don't go out and
Right.
just mass buy just to do it.
And if you've noticed the quantity of things, that's how they've made it sound like your dollar really stretches far like it used to, but it really doesn't. The quantity of things back then are much thicker and better than they are now. You know, the toilet paper used to be a nice big roll, and the center part used to be smaller. Now the center part's bigger, so it takes up more, and the roll's smaller, and they call it a mega or whatever, or a large, or a big, where it's actually like the regular one used to be. So psychologically, they tell you 12 equals 24, and things like that. And
They manipulate it.
boxes of cereal was a good example. You know, they used to be 16 ounces, then 14 ounces, now 12 ounces. The box is thinner, same height, and then you open them up and that much of it's empty, you know, the air. And
All bacon used to be 16 ounces,
Yeah.
1 pound.
Then they went
and you
to
can
14.
You can still find 16 ounces, but then they went to 14, and then they went down to 12.
12.
The majority is 12 ounces now. You can still find, like I said, a pound, but you're going to pay a pretty penny for getting a full pound. But yeah, that's how they manipulate everything. It just goes
Polish sausage strings, you know.
gets
and-
smaller. in
Yeah,
quantity.
they were a pound, then went to 14, 13, 12. So the quantities of everything gets smaller, and you still pay the same or more. So some of the stuff that we have, you know, is really a bargain now compared to what you pay now. And we do vacuum seal a lot of our products, which we are going to show you that.
And when you vacuum seal, now a lot of people say that they can't afford a vacuum sealer, but they're very reasonable. I've been on Amazon and I have searched and I have looked, and they have some for $20-something, $30-something, and in the long run, that's not that bad a price when you consider that with your vacuum sealing, it's going to pay for itself in no time. Okay? Now, for instance, a lot of dry goods we vacuum seal, and when you vacuum seal them, once you vacuum seal dry goods, they're good pretty much indefinitely
Yeah.
until you open up that, break that seal on it. But here are some, and
Oxygen is what ruins it, okay? Is what makes
moisture
things go
gets in
bad.
there.
Yeah, moisture and oxygen are the two worst things.
so one of the things we bought, and we buy it on Amazon, you can get it, comes in different sizes, but for things that are dry goods, we always include one of these, and they are oxygen indicator. They are silica packets.
If there's any extra oxygen or moisture, they suck it up.
So you put one of these in the vacuum seal bag, which I'll show you here in a second. When you vacuum seal something, you put one of these in it to absorb the moisture. So once you seal it, then yeah, no moisture can get in there, and it just, it keeps it nice and dry and good for a very long time. But as you can see, all of these are in a vacuum seal bag. We vacuum sealed the silica packets because we want to make sure they stayed nice and fresh as well. So
And if you listen, like on the,
on the counter,
it's hard.
hard as a rock.
Yep.
It takes all the air out of it.
You can't bend it, so all the air's out of those.
Okay, here's some mashed potatoes. See the air's all out of it. Vacuum sealed. See how it says December of 2016. We mark everything. So that's how we know to rotate. We put the month we bought it in, or the month that it expires in, because we get the expiration off of the product itself, and then we put the year that it expires. So December of 2016. And yeah, we're in what? This is already almost 4 years old. Hard as a rock, and it'll be good forever. So this is not bad. And the silica packets in it, you just can't see it because it fell down inside, between the mashed potatoes. And the packets don't hurt the food, because I might get a question that says, well, will that, will it give off something to the food, the taste, affect it, anything like that? No, it does not. So there you go. There's that one.
There's more mashed potatoes. They're super hard.
But you can even see how bumpy it is, and how
you can see how knotty and bumpy. The oxygen's gone out of it. And these are in November of 2013. And they're perfectly fine.
Still good.
Yep.
Now here's one this is Thai jasmine rice that we bought.
Now, this is rare. I bought it that way.
And he had bought this on a woohoo deal for 89 cents. But this package, which is unopened, inside of it, as you can see, I don't know if you can tell or not, it's already vacuum sealed. We don't have to vacuum seal this.
You can hit it on the counter, and it's very hard, vacuum sealed hard.
So there you go. That one's already done.
Yep. And they're kind of hard to find in the market like that. This is one of the few that I've seen this way. And this is 2 pounds of rice, and that was a really good buy. The normal price was $3 1/4, and I paid 89 cents for it. Now we vacuum seal. You can vacuum seal just about anything.
We vacuum seal all our meat.
Yep. You can vacuum seal the meat, and it lasts years in the freezer, because it's the oxygen that
Play nice.
Yeah, that gives you the freezer burn. So we're eating steaks 3, 4, 5 years that have been vacuum sealed. You open them up and make them, and they're perfect. So meats, beans, rice, pasta, potatoes. It's just, you can vacuum seal just about anything. Go back and look at our playlist and look at some of our prepping, and we talk about it.
And just do your research, just like we did our research. We researched a lot of this stuff. And then I printed out, I have a book where I printed out a lot of things, and I put them in a binder, so I can refer back. So you can do that too. Print out whatever you want on how long something is good for, or how to do. You just gotta, Google is your friend. It's not always right. Trust me, they're not always right, but they are your friend. Use it. If it's accessible to you, use it. Look up stuff.
And YouTube.
Research.
YouTube also. There's a lot of good information on YouTube.
There's a lot of videos out there. We're not alone in this. We are not the only ones in the whole wide world that like to prepare and be prepared. There are a lot of us. So
I mean, a lot of our cans of vegetables and soups, they're all vacuum sealed. So that's why they can last a long time also.
And they're good past the expiration date, because they're vacuum sealed.
Or rusted, or the seal is broken on it. You'll know it if it's bad.
So everyone, be safe out there. Yes, abide by what they're saying. Everyone's having a rough time right now. Brad can't even see his father. Can't see my father-in-law. He's
in an assisted living, and they will not let you in.
They stop you right at the front door.
Yep.
And my mother's area is starting to get that way. She lives in a high-rise. It's not assisted living or anything. It's just a high-rise for just seniors to live in. So they're not shut down or closing down where she's at, but she says that she hears talk about it, that they're talking about that they may start locking the doors to where people cannot come in, but who live there can go out. So they're thinking about controlling that as well. So it means I can't go up and see my mother either here soon, so, but I can still at least drive up, pick her up, she can come out, and we can take her out and about. So that's what's been going on with us.
And like I said, I'm afraid that we're just in the beginning of this, so it's going to be pretty bad for a while and probably get even worse. That's just my opinion.
I think this is a time of unity. It's a time that is, we're being tested as well. You know, I know God sees all. He's watching. He's observing. And I know a lot of people say, but God will take care of, he'll take care of it all. And I believe that too. He will take care of it all. But he's watching also to see how we are all handling it. He takes notes, he observes, he watches, he helps those who need help, but he also wants to see how you are treating each other. During this crisis, he is watching to see how we are treating each other. So don't be greedy out there. Help your fellow man.
And
be nice.
He even says prepare. So, you know.
Be nice to each other. Love one another. And stay safe. And don't touch anyone's face.
That's right.
Now, that's another thing. If you follow me on my Facebook and Instagram, I have been posting a lot of funny ha-has. Because you know what? I look at it this way. There are two alternatives. You can either, they say laughter's the best medicine. You can either laugh about it, or I'll put it as an I statement. I can either laugh about it, or the alternative, which a lot of you know that I suffer from depression and anxiety, which anxiety, let me go off on that other branch here for just a second, and then I'll digress. This is a good time for right now for my social anxiety, because I don't want to be around people, and I don't have to. So nanny boo boo, you know, when they say, oh, when Brad said, oh, we're going to be quarantined, we're going to be staying inside, I'm like, oh, that works great for my social anxiety. I'm happy. Now, digressing back, what was I talking about and saying? Oh, it's about
Humor. And, you know.
So the other side to being funny about it and laughing about it, and you know,
we're not trying to make fun of anything.
No, but
this is serious.
The other flip side to that coin is to cry about it and be scared to death, and you know, and for me to curl up in a fetus position in my bed and not want to just get up and do anything and fall in that deep dark hole of depression. So which one sounds better to you? In my opinion, since I'm talking as an I statement, I would rather make a little bit of fun out of it and make the best of it. There you go. That's how we feel.
But be smart. God gave us a brain, you know.
We just need to use it.
Yep.
He also gave us a heart. So be kind to each other and use that as well. So don't touch your face. Love you guys. We love each and every one of you. I'm going to touch somebody's face.
Now I can't lick the screen anymore. Huh?
Remember to always let go like God. No guts, no glory. And
Mr. That is.
God bless us all. Stay safe.
See you
We
next
love you
time.
guys. Bye.
Bye.